So turn down the lights, lock the door. It's time for DJs After Dark.
Yeah, baby.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Danny J here, along with Dr. Rock Ray Thomas.
Call me sir.
Rob Cannon.
Yeah.
Eddie C.
Is he still eating? How's the oatmeal?
It's not. She wants the Rice Krispies. Get it right.
You're watching Me TV.
Crunch berries.
I want to welcome everybody out to another episode of DJs After Dark. Make sure you go on DJB Productions on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Share it to everybody. Plenty of shows on there, including this one. It's a lot of fun. And we're going to get more and more episodes out to you. But we need you guys to support us. So by all means, just jump on there. Also, go on Facebook. You can check out DJs After Dark and like us on there. And make sure you're going to the following websites, djbproductions.com and canonentertainment.com. We got a great show today. We're going to talk about the 70s.
Oh, God.
We're going to do a little of this, a little of that. And we're going to talk about the 70s. We're going to talk about the music. We're going to talk about the women.
Christ, we're standing like Channel 12. We're going to put a
my cord. You're standing on my cord.
Oh, we're going to put a 6 CD set together for like $6,000.
There you go.
Music of the 70s, baby. We're going to talk about the music. We're going to talk about the women. We're going to talk about the dancing. We're going to talk about Eddie C. eating his oatmeal with his Ensure.
Is that a Mickey Mouse spoon?
Do they put your pills in there too so you can swallow it? Is that what they do?
Anyway. Don't become a Flintstones junkie.
You watching Me TV, are you? That's good.
Is it a Wilma?
Eddie, maybe later we'll take you out for a walk. It'll be nice.
That'd be nice.
You'll get nice fresh air.
The 70s was a great time for music and for a lot of different things. And a lot of people look at it as a funny thing. Now it's a Halloween costume, if anything, nowadays. Mm-hmm. But I think in the 70s, we had such music across the board.
Yes, we did.
You know what I mean? Like, we didn't have, it just wasn't one genre. Like
Disco,
most people think disco.
No.
But rock was really
big. Huge
as well. And there were so many great songs, so many great bands, so many great performers.
Every week there was a better band than the week before.
And the sexiness did not stop. The 70s were a very sexy time.
People used to compare me to Gino Vanelli.
Yeah, they did.
Had the hip huggers.
Yeah.
Man, you weren't around for that.
I wasn't around for hip huggers.
Man, hip huggers.
I was around for Huggies.
Yeah.
In the 70s, you know, I was about
Huggy Bear.
You know.
I was like 9 and had chest hair. So
I'm very proud. I was the Gerald Ford baby, and I was around when Elvis was still alive, so it's pretty good.
Yep.
So, I leave it at that.
Let's do it up.
But you know, we're talking about like some of the great bands from the 70s that I love even to this day. Free.
Yeah, became Bad Company.
You know, the Leonard Skinner, obviously.
Yep.
Jethro Tull. We talked about a lot of these. I mean, I'm big into my classic rock.
Most underrated band ever, Grand Funk Railroad.
Grand Funk Railroad was another one.
Better than Led Zeppelin ever was. Sorry, people.
No. And some of these bands started in the 60s, but in the 70s is when they really had their stride. You know what I mean? And then you had the disco side.
You know what's funny? If you think about the bands of the 70s, whether they were rock bands, pop bands, or rock bands. Did I say rock?
Pop, rock, and bop.
Yeah.
Rib is repeating himself.
They all dressed very weird back then.
Yes, they did.
Very weird time.
Very feminine.
Very
too.
Yeah.
Like you would think, like the movie with Bohemian Rhapsody with
Queen.
Freddie Mercury.
Yeah. The way he walked around, and even if you think of the way Mick Jagger was on stage, like the hand motions, you know, like today, a gay person would say they're gay.
It was even before Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah, because
a straight person wouldn't say that, but a gay person would say
I'm just saying the way. But back in the 70s, Dan, which you weren't around.
I was around.
What Rob's trying to do is trying to get it was okay for him to wear makeup in the 70s.
No, what
he was trying to get across.
What I'm trying to say is we didn't look at these bands back then and say they're gay.
Well, it wasn't a thing.
Well, Rob, you actually kind of hit it. We didn't look at those bands back there. We kind of put those bands on a pedestal because there was no MTV.
Well, you know what?
You didn't know what those bands looked
like.
That's true, too. You're right. Unless you saw them on a show.
The biggest theme of the 70s is always peace and love, right? Mm-hmm. And when you really think about it, though, for the most part, I mean, granted, there's always been bigotry of some sort, be it race, creed, color, or whatever. But in the 70s, it really didn't matter if you were gay.
What Danny's saying is he did it all.
Did it all.
Did it all.
I don't know. I think back in the day,
I don't think it really mattered.
It was hidden more.
It was hidden more.
Like today, it's
but
not.
I think it was one of those things where the people of an older generation were like, because like my parents were from an older generation, so you're talking about keep everything hush hush.
My parents were cool.
Look through the blinds.
They were really cool.
Did anybody know? Like honestly, when you were younger in the 70s, did you know Elton John was gay back then? I didn't.
Yes, but here's the difference.
How did you know?
Here's the difference. Nobody looked at Elton John and said, "Is he gay? Not gay." They listened to his music because his music was good. And they didn't care if he was wearing Mickey Mouse ears.
But
if you remember,
of Elton John, now they're releasing a movie called Rocket Man about his life.
Right?
Yeah.
Really?
And they're having a girl play him.
And they're having a girl. Stop.
Right.
But no, but that's it. I mean, but the thing is, I don't think it really mattered. I really, honestly, don't think it mattered.
It did matter. People listen to music because they enjoy it.
And I think with the free love and thing like that, I think they were like, it's sex is sex. I don't fucking care.
We don't care.
I really think because the drugs were also heavily involved at that time. There's a lot of mind manipulating scenarios going on in the 70s.
Did anybody look at David Bowie as Ziggy Stardust and that makeup and stuff? That Bowie
no, you know what they said? They said he was an artist.
Right. He was an artist. No one cared what he looked like.
No.
His real name was David Jones, but he didn't want to be confused with somebody that was already out with the Monkees.
Right. You know what I mean? So, like, it was a very, as backwards as the era is portrayed in the future, our present. It was a very unique and great time.
Yeah.
Nobody got offended by anything either back then.
No.
Either. We took it for what it was. God, yeah. We didn't care.
Everybody had a good sense of humor.
And going back to what you were just saying, like you were saying, like, well, it was more hidden stuff like that, like sexuality and stuff like that. I think amongst the generation, as I stated, it wasn't an issue. It did not care. Right. I think it was as accepted then, if not more, than it is today.
Right.
It was what kind of music are you going to produce for me?
The hidden part and stuff like that comes from the generation before, the people in the 60s and the people in the 50s.
Right.
I think those were the uptight people that were like, oh, well, I don't want to say my son's gay or my daughter's gay or whatever, but the people of that generation in the 70s were like, well, I don't care. I want to have sex with her. I want to have sex with him. I want to have sex with that person. I want to have sex with that donkey over there. I mean, they didn't care.
I want you to know that Danny J has no affiliate of Dr. Rock whatsoever.
These are movies that Rob watches.
Right.
In his film library, donkey.
No, but I think, Dan, you hit it right on the nail. Nobody cared. It was what kind of music that are you going to put out that I like to listen to.
And
funk was big back then.
Funk was real big. You had Kansas with a violin. You had Jethro Tull with a flute.
Yeah, think about that for a second. You had Kansas and with Jethro Tull, like how they experimented with music and gave you something that was such a unique sound. There was never another Kansas.
No, there was never another Electric Light Orchestra.
There was never another Boston.
Right.
There was never another Jethro Tull.
Where today everybody's trying to be imitators.
It's the truth.
That's exactly right.
Eddie.
It's hard. Let me see Ed talk.
Wow, what's up?
There we go.
I wanted to make sure you got the Crispies off your lip.
I thought you were going to be dancing with Barbarino.
No, I just changed it. I was changing my back.
Why is half of your shoulder cut off?
Half of your shoulders cut off. I think the 70s are trying to suck you in. You're going through a time warp.
Yeah.
It's half of that better?
No, talk.
We'll talk.
How's that better?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Okay.
The other side a little bit.
I like the background. You look like a Wawa commercial.
Yeah, you do look like a Wawa commercial.
Like you're waiting for Hoagie Fest.
I want to buy a shorty.
I love Hoagie Fest.
Hey, don't laugh. Remember when they got sued? Wawa got sued and lost.
What over
there? The very first commercial for the Hoagie Fest.
Yeah.
Somebody sued because it looked like he was pulling the hoagies out of his ass.
What?
Up on the balloon. Up when they were in the balloon. Look at that. Looks like he's pulling it out of his butt.
Ed, look that
up. Got sued and lost.
Can you look that up?
Look that up, and it has nothing to do with the show.
Well, it actually did because the commercial looked like a Beatles thing. It looked like a yellow submarine.
Yeah, it did. It did.
But you also had like bands that You bring up the Beatles.
Yes.
Think about like how, and I'll use them as an example, how they reconstructed themselves.
They changed
with those times, like so drastically different. And the Rolling Stones as well.
Rolling Stones,
so drastically different from their debuts in the early '60s into the '70s, where they went completely different. Music got better. Music definitely got better.
The Kinks did it from the '60s to the '70s
as well.
They were really good.
But were the Kinks really popular in the '60s as much?
Yes.
As the '70s?
Oh, yes.
I thought they were more popular in the '60s.
I think they were more popular in the '70s.
No, they had songs out in the '60s like "Waiting for You" and all those kind of songs.
But I think they were being drowned out by the Stones.
But then they came out with like Superman and Celluloid Heroes and stuff. Great stuff in the '70s too.
Yeah, right.
But like, it was just such an awesome time in music in general, because like you said, across the board, like we said in the beginning of the show, disco, rock, it all came out and it all was emotionally driven music.
Right.
Culmination was Studio 54.
I mean, to have stuff like I Will Survive from Gloria Gaynor. What a phenomenal song. I don't care who you are.
It's still one of the biggest DJ's nightmares. But yes.
Still ask for it.
Yeah. True. And it's a great song though.
And the
YMCA. Is a great
YMCA.
song. Who asks us for YMCA?
Everybody still does. I hate to admit it, but everybody still does.
I get it.
I ignore them, I think.
Well, that's DJs.
The YMCA is down the street.
And what happened?
DJs playing what they want to play. Yeah.
And what really pushed the '70s was
I'll take care of you.
Studio 54 took all those songs and latched them all together, and they opened up. I mean, I know they had their legal problems, but you had people that you couldn't even get in the front door of Studio 54 unless you had like a reservation of a year in advance.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
You were very hot.
You're very hot, and back then I was, Ed. I was,
and he got in. Ray got in.
Right.
He got in.
Mr. Problem. Just come in.
Did you ever see the commercial for the guy that's doing Fios, the kid with the afro and all?
Yeah.
That was me.
All right. Okay.
With a lisp and everything.
Nerdy back then.
I can,
You owe me.
You were a big sports guy back in the day.
I was. I played ball and stuff.
Right?
Yeah, I did football, baseball.
I played ball, a little red A.
Right.
We used to get all our friends up naked, and I used to throw balls in their ass.
Dr. Rock was a jock back then.
So let's talk about something we haven't talked the entire show. Women of the 70s.
Women of the 70s.
There you go.
Man, did we have a plethora of women of the 70s?
Raquel
Welch. I just posted did you see that?
I saw the picture.
Did you see that picture?
That was a picture.
Like I want to put
look up Raquel Welch's picture of today and maybe an old one.
There's one. If you look up, there was one I posted. Ed, you know what? Go on my Facebook.
Hold on. Yeah.
Go on my Facebook and scroll down probably about 3, 4, 5 posts, and you're going to see an image of Raquel Welch.
Oh, 40,000 years BC when she was in that movie?
Is that what that was from?
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something.
I was a Pam Grier fan.
I never seen a vision
of loveliness.
So I've seen this image. And Ed, I want you to put the picture up if you can, everybody.
All right.
Because it is the most incredible vision of a woman that I've ever seen.
I shouldn't have wore a bathing suit. Go ahead.
But women like Raquel Welch, women like Farrah
Fawcett, Jacqueline Smith.
Smith. I mean, we can get right down to the Angels across the board. Who was
not Bosley?
Cheryl Ladd.
Alan
Ladd's
who didn't have that poster?
From Three's Company was hot.
Suzanne Summers. Suzanne Summers. Even Joyce DeWitt.
Joyce
DeWitt was pretty cute.
Yeah, Rob liked the mother from Family.
Yeah.
He liked the Aunt B.
Yeah. Where's that apple pie, Andy?
Can I put a wig on Gomer Pyle? I love it. But
voice to the bottom of this sea.
Ed, did you find the image, Ed?
I found it. I'm still trying to download it. Hold on.
It's so beautiful.
Pretty wild looking, actually.
Isn't it wild?
It's nice. Can just share your screen.
Just make sure you don't have Krispies on your lower lip.
Lower lip.
Because it'll look like scurv.
I'm still thinking about Aunt B.
Aunt B. Oh, Aunt B.
Hot.
Petticoat.
No, you know who was hot? the girl from the maid from the Brady Bunch, Alice.
Oh,
Alice.
Alice was the
She was banging Sam the Butcher.
Damn, yeah, Sam the Butcher.
Let's talk about the Brady Bunch for a second. Let's talk about Marsha.
Oh yeah.
Marsha.
Marsha's really nice looking. I watched Me
She
TV
banged Greg.
on Saturday night when Greg banged
Sam.
no, the mother, Carol, whatever her name was. I forget her name. But he was banging her.
He tried to, and she wouldn't let him. I read the whole story of that. He wanted to, and and then she thought it wasn't right because she was older than he was.
A lot.
Yeah.
In the 70s, that happened a lot. There was older women.
Baby, free love.
Free love.
Free love.
Although Eddie, didn't you pay for it?
Oh, and Eddie, you know what though? I watch Me TV on Saturday nights, right? And so I watch a lot of the shows like Wonder Woman. So you got Linda Carter.
Linda Carter. The more I watch that show, how amazing that woman is still.
Yeah.
And was. Yeah, because she's on Supergirl.
She was on Supergirl, yeah. And she still looks phenomenal at like 70-something years old. Ed, what are you doing?
She's like Ed. She has a fantastic pair of stems.
I'm having some issues over here, Dan.
I was bringing this up here. Pamela Hensley, who played Princess Ardala on Buck Rogers.
Right.
What an amazing looking woman she is.
We were horny in the 70s. Irene Ryan of the Beverly Hillbillies, who played Granny. We didn't give a shit. She was hot.
I want to bring this up. I mean, but look at Princess.
Oh God!
I mean, she was amazing.
Thank God for monitors, rockers.
Show the camera.
I gotta show. Well, I want to try. Maybe I could bring it up here. I'm gonna do something. I gotta go on here. I'm gonna do some crazy stuff while we're talking here. But while
we did love American style,
crazy stuff too over here. Hold on 1 second.
I bring that to a different spot.
Hold on, Rob's going to get me a bowl of cereal. Rob, did you get it for me?
I got one right here.
I got blue diamonds.
We can't see you right now. Dan blocked our.
I blocked you.
I only got 7 screens that can go on.
Oh yeah, but that's all right. I'm gonna use this one instead.
Yeah, we're Ariana in fishnets, Ariana in heels.
Bring up that one or that one. Oh, that one.
Oh,
that's the one.
All right, sure.
That's the one.
Buck Rogers, baby, 25th.
So I just share it.
Yeah, that's all.
Can I make it big?
Is that the picture, Dan?
Let me see here. Hold on a second. Hold on, Eddie.
No, Dan, you're just in another open.
I'm in another open.
Dan just had a picture of Captain Crunch.
I'm having an Eddie moment here. I'm going to share.
It's not Captain Crunch. It's Rice Krispies. Get it right, Ray.
No, I mean I loved Captain Crunch, Ed. That was one of my favorites.
I'm going to share.
But speaking
of Ed, I'm sorry. Go ahead and talk.
Okay, there we go. How's that? Is that her?
Oh my God, Ed, just keep talking. Look at that.
All right, here she is.
Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, Ed, just say blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Keep going.
Is that Raquel? That's Raquel.
That's Raquel Welch.
Yeah.
What an amazing.
What does she look like today, though?
I think she looks.
Hey, I can do that. Hold on 1 second. I just had that up.
All her shit's not in her shoes.
You hear that? Eddie just had it up.
I can't bring it.
Eddie had it up?
I can't bring this
up.
What?
Because you have to bring it down.
Because of Raquel?
The other thing is.
What do I have to do?
Tell you.
To
the left. Bring it to the left.
To the left. To the left.
To the left. To this over here.
We do it that way.
Like that?
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Now share that screen.
And now I gotta find my screen here. Let me go back here, and I'm gonna share this, baby. Why don't nothing?
Who says we don't love you out there, people?
There.
All right, I'm gonna share this here.
We're sharing it.
There's Princess Ardala. It's not a great. I mean, it's not a great size or anything like that, but I just wanted to bring that up here. But what an amazing, this is Pamela Hensley. What an amazing looking woman she was. Look at how crazy that is.
Yeah, Dan, you had that slogan from the 70s, remember? Real simple. Do me. It didn't matter.
It really didn't matter.
At the 70s, we didn't care, man. We everything was beautiful. It really was.
It was. It really, really was. I'm going to get out of this here. I'm going to go back here. Another person was Aaron Gray from Buck Rogers. How amazing that was.
And there she is today.
And
yeah, that's her today.
Don't she look amazing, dude? That's
she
genetic.
does. She may have had some work.
How old is she, Ed?
She's got to be in her, I guess late 60s, early 70s.
I heard she was 72.
Ed, go right on Google. You can see how old is Raquel Welch. It'll tell you in the first line.
Mm-hmm.
Right under how old is Wilma Flintstone?
Hold on, let's ask Siri. Hey Siri, how old is Raquel Welch?
Raquel Welch is 78.
78.
78.
That's what 78 looks like.
And she still looks better than half the people out there.
Oh, wait, let's ask Siri about them other girls you were
Something's
talking
wrong
about.
with her, though. I bet she's got really bad hands.
How do you know?
I just bet her hands look like a fucking crypt keeper. I bet.
Ed, do you think she's got bad hands?
I don't. You know what? Every picture I'm looking at doesn't show her hands right now.
I'm looking at her hand a little. It looks a little veiny.
Her hands look like
78.
something that escaped from the crypt.
Well, Dan, who's that other girl you were saying back in the 70s? We can find out how old she is.
Who? Pamela Hensley?
Florence Henderson?
All right, wait a minute. Here's another picture. Hold on.
Aaron Gray?
Another recent picture.
One of them you were talking about from one of the shows.
Well, but no, I was just talking about Pamela Hensley.
Hey, Siri, how old's Pamela Henderson? What?
Oh, my God.
You'll notice
Hold
when
on.
you start to know that you're getting old, when you can't talk to a phone.
How old is Pamela Hensley?
All right, hold on. Hey, Siri, how old's Pamela Hensley?
Sorry, Rob. I don't see Pamela in your contacts.
There you go,
I want
Robbie.
you to call her.
God, Rob, there's
There's her hands, Dan.
there she is.
Look at that.
There's a record.
Wait,
Rob
who's
didn't
that?
touch a
But how-
Pamela.
That's Raquel Welch. But how old's that picture, Ed?
Wow.
This is 4 years ago.
No
That's
way.
4 years
No
ago.
way.
Yeah.
What they do? Cut off her hands and add new ones?
I have no idea, but that's her.
My God, is she gorgeous? That is what women. That's what a woman is. If there was a
Thanks,
real,
Dan,
if
because
there
I
was
didn't know what a
real
woman
life-
was.
Now that's what a woman is. If there was a real life Wonder Woman, I think it would be her.
Okay.
Those genetics are ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, all right.
Ed, you're only a couple years younger than her. Look at you.
How about the girl from
Jessica Alba comes to
Yeah.
mind.
How about the girl from Friends, Jennifer
Aniston, she just turned 50.
50.
Yeah, and she looks
Do
great.
you
looks
know
like
she
she's
lived
30.
she lived a year in Eddystone? I didn't know that.
I saw that on
Yeah.
Facebook.
Yeah.
And she got out as fast as she could.
And the girl that is the exclusive producer I went to high school with. She was 1 year behind me. Marta Kaufman.
But now and then we have Adrienne Barbeau was another.
Ah, the fog.
You know,
Remember she slapped everybody with her boobs because everybody was in the
I
fog?
liked her in Cannonball Run.
Nice.
In Cannonball Run. But man, look at Raquel Welch. I'm looking at Ed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we should
Raquel.
talk. So we
Ed,
can
pretend
all-
like you're
Hold on.
pretend like you're there with her. Like that like that's
Right.
I can hear all the moms today getting their kids away from this podcast because they
Yeah, right.
got to hear little Wayne sing something.
that's crazy. Look at that. That's just
Oh,
amazing.
God.
Amazing. That's
She's
amazing.
amazing, isn't it? It's amazing.
Either
You
that.
gotta
or
figure
some-
she's
My
74
my
years
wife
old.
I
can't
swear that looks like some serious Photoshop, though.
I can-
Yeah,
My
very
wife
well
can't
could be.
figure out why I leave here. I go home and I sound like Barry White.
Very well could be.
Now,
But you know what she looks
Hey,
like
baby.
in that image there? No, she looks like Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Tiffany now looks like that. That's
Oh,
honestly-
somehow I feel a picture of Tiffany
But-
is next.
Oh, you want one? Okay. But now,
Are you kidding? I saw her standing there.
But
How about Pamela Anderson today?
Yep.
What does she look like?
I don't think she. I think she.
She don't look like the Tool girl
I think she looks like
anymore.
a mannequin now. She had so much work done. She looks like a mannequin now. She was really a nice looking woman.
Yeah.
Now she pees at her kneecaps.
But Erin Gray was another one. There's
Oh,
another-
for heaven's sakes.
Ed, you gotta start popping these girls up here.
Dude,
We're
I'm
making a
trying
lot
to
of
get
girls.
as fast as I can here. You know what I'm saying? This is like,
I mean,
We
I'm
asked you
already
to
got 3
share
girls
your
in.
screen, but we know all that porn you got on there, right?
oh, for heaven's sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Candy Barber. All right. 70s.
He's got Rob Cannon. feathers with his shirt
Ginger
off.
Lynn. All right.
Did he just have me up?
He put Tiffany up. No, what's he doing? That's not Tiffany. That's a
Yeah.
That's a Tiffany plate.
Tiffany maxi pad. Was that what that
Oh
was?
my God.
Now she's on tour, mixtape.
Mixtape.
Oh, well, you're covering her up.
Danny
there,
thought it said maxi
I
pad.
thought
And
it
I'm
said
like, oh my
maxi
God.
pad.
There she is.
dude. Look how good is it? She's a nice looking girl.
Yeah.
Tiffany.
Yeah.
Now she's not from the 70s though, so we're gonna get her off.
Nah, that's early 80s right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
But what's the name?
But there's Tiffany.
Erin Gray, man. What a nice looking woman she was.
That was from, isn't she from
Buck Rogers.
Buck Rogers? Yeah.
And Silver Spoons. She was on Silver Spoons. She was on an episode of Magnum PI too, I think, or something like that.
Oh.
Right.
But Erin Gray was another nice looking.
She was
woman,
nice
too.
looking. A lot of 70s. Lonnie Anderson.
Oh yeah.
Lonnie Anderson.
Who did she marry again? I forget.
She went out with Burt Reynolds for years.
Burt Reynolds for a long time, yeah. And then you had Ed. You're really slow at this. Erin Gray, dude.
Erin Gray? Is that who you want?
Yeah, Erin Gray.
Pam Dauber.
I forget that Ed has a third of an ear. He can't hear anything.
He can hear you now, right?
He can hear me now. Right, Eddie. But
this is her now. I mean, this is what I have right now. So
that's still Tiffany.
I'm getting to it, for Christ's sake.
Ed, do you think you can make me Rice Krispies treats?
Sure.
Erin Gray.
I love
Gray doesn't. There's a lot of images I saw of her that it's like she's looking her age, but she's an attractive woman.
Mm-hmm.
She's not like Linda Carter though. Linda Carter still is amazing at 71 years old.
Wow.
You have to understand, Dan used to lay on the bed and look up at the ceiling for pictures, so that's hard to do. You know what I mean?
There's Erin Gray right there today.
Oh my God. A touch of gray.
Talk, Ed.
There she is right there. That's her today.
Look at her eyes.
Beautiful
today.
Beautiful woman.
Gorgeous woman.
She really and then there was the what do you call it? I have the picture. If you look at them now, they're twins, and I can't think of who they were. They were on what's the name?
Those heavy-set women from England that used to cook on the cooking show?
There was, I can't think of her name. I have her picture.
The one with the sidecar.
This one here. She had a twin sister.
She's got twins there.
He's got 4.
Guys, I want to see if you can see this here. I want to share my phone. This one here, she had a twin sister. They were from the 70s, and she was on Buck Rogers as well as amongst others. She had a real sexy voice.
Oh, I know who she is.
I forget. There's a twin. She is a twin, and they're both actresses. This is more current. This is within the years.
Her name, not Morgan. No, it's
I forget.
Not Lorna.
I think her sister's name is Adrian or Andrea or something like that.
I didn't hear too. She used to be on Johnny Carson a lot.
Yeah. She had a real sexy voice.
Yes.
And stuff like that. And she was on Buck Rogers the other night, and I was like, "Oh my God, that's crazy." How good looking this girl is, and I forget her name, but I was just like, wow, this is crazy.
You have to understand, for Danny, sometimes he just blows air into a balloon, turns into a girl. He's all right with her, this is realistic. Go ahead.
I name it Joanne.
Yeah, Christine, coming home, girl.
I'm here, Joanne. Let me rub your head. Sticking
all right.
Lonnie Anderson. Who is that? That was Lonnie Anderson.
Yeah.
How old is she? 108?
She looks 100.
That was actually a long time. This picture was taken a long time ago.
Really?
She don't look good there.
She's with Bert. Yeah, she
don't look good there.
She doesn't.
No.
You want to even see what she looks like now?
I would like to see what Lonnie Anderson looks like.
I'd be afraid to see what she looks like now.
Lonnie Anderson, although was an attractive girl, she wasn't amazing.
Downloading.
She wasn't amazing. You know what I mean? She wasn't over amazing, but she was Lonnie Anderson.
Yeah.
Adrienne Barbeau had a sexiness about her.
She did.
She really did. Her voice, her eyes, and stuff like that. She was once again not an amazingly good looking woman.
Jacqueline Bisset was another one from the movie The Deep in the 70s.
Yeah.
When oh my God, that one scene where sorry girls, busting through the bathing suit. Sorry, I had to do it.
But Pam Grier, like you said,
I love Pam Grier.
Pam Grier was very nice.
Pam was cool.
Pam was
she could get attacked, killed, drugged up. At the end of the movie, with 9 minutes to go, she killed them all.
Oh, the next show, we're going to talk about the ladies of the 80s.
Right. Right.
I got to figure out what the ladies of the 80s are. I guess that would be the girls in Facts of Life, like Tootie and Natalie.
Oh.
Debbie Gibson, baby.
Debbie Gibson. Well, she's 90s, right? Or was that 80s? That was late 80s.
She was 80s.
That was late 80s.
90s is more Britney. Early
2000s. Yeah.
Back to back right here. Here you go.
Right there.
Oh, wow. Look at that. It looks like
back to back.
Keep talking, Ed.
All right, that's what she looks like now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? It looks like that's the before and after picture when somebody broke in her house and beat her up.
No, it actually looks like a before and a before picture.
Wait, which one's the newer one?
The newer one's to the right. The newer one's to the left.
Just saying she had a lot of work done on her face.
Well, I got news for you. She get her money back.
She ran out of money.
I agree.
That's what happened. They ran out of money and they didn't do her neck.
No. She looks like they did her with a construction tool.
Honestly, I think if you're going to get face work done, you need to get neck work done.
Yeah.
You got to match the paint.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
No.
Danny did it and took the rest of the skin and put them on his ankles.
And you know what? If you notice there, it looks like she almost has like collagen injections in her lips.
Yeah.
I think they did it in her head.
They put collagen in her head. Imagine he's like a big hypodermic
thing.
Her head
Your
blows up.
mic is blocking the other picture.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry.
No, he's not even on it now.
We're waiting for Pink Floyd to come on.
Yeah. Oh, Eddie.
Oh, stop.
Eddie. This whole show.
Yeah, you're covering
the whole good
Eddie,
one.
you control this whole show. That's
Well,
why
he showed
we're
the
calling
big
you
one.
Steady.
There you go.
Steady Eddie.
All right.
There you go. How's that?
Yeah, she looks like Liam Neeson in Taken.
Right. Concentrate. Look around. You're about to be taken. But I got a feeling in 3 days she wouldn't be found. The guy on the boat would go, "Oh, fuck it."
He's gonna have a heart attack.
Oh no!
Not to smoke.
Oh God!
I think Liam would take a trolley to save her.
She's like, I have a particular set of skills
And they died.
and a large set of breasts,
Right. And they died.
and I know how to use them.
All right. Anyway.
Oh God.
This is another. I can't even say I'm crying. Oh my God! Yeah, thank you for watching. Because Rob likes to rush things along like he has something to do.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
I can't. Next week we're going to talk about 70s edible underwear from Spencer's.
Yes.
I ate a whole goddamn pair.
Go to.
Oh.
I apologize. Go to DJB Productions on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Oh my God! Right below. Go ahead and subscribe. Share it to everybody. Share it on your Facebook and everything like that. Oh, my Christine is saying something. And I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Christine,
Subscribe to the channel. Share
hair
the
appointment
channel.
got moved.
Got moved. Oh, okay. More of my money. You're gonna have to fucking
Really?
do it.
It's only $63, and she cut my hair.
Don't you have to cut your own hair?
I cut my own hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Christine goes to a hairdresser. That doesn't seem.
My
Doesn't seem fair at
wife's
all.
going to a hair place today.
Well, the
gonna
problem
need
is,
to
if I
take
cut
Colin
everybody's hair in
tomorrow.
half, it would all look like mine.
Yeah.
That's a big problem.
God.
But go the subscribe button's right below this video.
You'll find it. It's got an S on it.
It's got a big S on it. Click subscribe, like it, share it. Save us in your saved videos. This is a lot of funny stuff we're doing here. Go to djbproductions.com, go to canonentertainment.com, go on Facebook and click on DJs After Dark and like it. So for Eddie C, hi Eddie.
I don't know what he's doing.
He's eating his oatmeal.
Yeah.
Who you eating, Ed? Ed, who you eating? All right.
So for Eddie C, for Rob Ted and Dr. Rock Ray Thomas.
Take the Lonnie Anderson pictures down.
They're going.
Oh my God. My name is Danny J. Until next time, we'll see you after
Looks
dark.
like the
Goodbye,
side
everybody.
menu.
Bye-bye.
Was that as good for you as it was for me? Join us next time for DJ's After Dark.